Guys, our friends at Ridge have done it again. After creating the world's greatest wallet, they have now launched the Ridge key case. You no longer have to be bulked down by your old jangling keychain. You got to try it out for yourself. Click on the link in the description below. Use the promo code Chael. That's going to get you 10% off. And look how good it goes with my Ridge wallet. The Ridge key case secures between 2 and 6 keys. It organizes your keys in a compact silhouette and folds out for easy access. There are 6 colors and styles, including carbon fiber and my favorite, burnt titanium. The Ridge team is so confident that you like it, they're going to let you test drive it for 45 days. If you don't love it, send it back, get a full refund. Go to ridge.com/Chael to save 10% today, or just click on the link below. I woke up at 3 a.m. today. Every single year for 1 week, which consists of 7 days, I got to get up at 3 a.m. And there's only 2 people to keep me company, Ben Askren and Aaron Simpson. We all get up at the same time 1 week a year because the World Championships are on for wrestling, and we're wrestling fans. Now, wrestling is a competitive architecture. It's a straight line bracket that we all understand. You have guys from all over the globe. It's the World Championship. What that means is that every single country can send 1. And you will start however big that bracket is. And the next round, you will break it down. It's awesome. When I was up this morning, it was the semifinals. So we're down to the 4 best guys in the world. The only 2 people, I know a lot of people. I know you guys, because I'm on social media. It's not just my phone. It's not just my Rolodex. It's you guys. I can send out tweets. I can get responses. I can be social. I can go back and forth. There was 2 people awake, Aaron Simpson and Ben Askren. The absolute best were squaring off. Now, they can't speak to each other. They can't speak about each other. They don't get 10 weeks to prepare for one specific match. One specific match does not get to be promised to us, the audience. Whoever comes out of the quarterfinals draws into the round I'm talking about of the semifinals. I watched it alone with the company of Aaron Simpson, who's in Arizona, and Ben Askren, who was in Missouri. This isn't a joke, guys. I come into the UFC. No competitive architecture. I don't know if I have the right guys. But I know that I have an incredible story. I know I have great resumes. I got an Ultimate Fighter champion versus the Ultimate Fighter champion. A guy that does some business at 55 but floats up to 70 against a guy that does some business at 55 and floats up to 70. Geographically, they're set by 48 miles. They've never said a single word about each other, but they've followed each other's paths. How would Nate Diaz's career end in the UFC if he had not fought Tony Ferguson? Could you guys even imagine the conversation that we'd be having? Truly, if we go to Sherdog, we go to the Fight Finder, we bring up everybody that Ferguson fought. Oh, by the way, his career was over. We go bring up everybody that Nate Diaz fought, the dates that he fought them, the career and the span that he fought them over, and we find out they didn't cross paths. We got to sit somebody down. I mean, we're going to want to know. Between Dana, between Hunter, between Sean, between Mick, between Joe Silva, however far back we got to go, how did they not cross paths? Now, let me give you a different scenario. Nate Diaz leaves the UFC. Nate Diaz fought Chimaev. Cool. Did it have to happen? This had to happen. I'm watching these 2 guys in the ring. I turn to the team over here, BGI. I say, how have these guys never fought? I don't know. I don't even remember them speaking about each other. But when they got in there tonight, on 24 hours notice, they knew each other inside and out. They had a plan. It was so obvious that these 2 guys, in their own mind, in their own camps for years, have been preparing for this match. And truly, if you think about it from this perspective, guys, I'm trying to be nostalgic. There could have been a death tonight of a career. There's not enough ink and there's not enough time. But these are 2 veterans that at any given day, we were told that Nate wasn't coming back. We were told that. At least it was implied. Tony Ferguson is now changing weight classes. Chased gold at 55 and slid up to 70. When you start doing that later in your career, there's just no room for air. This is a situation that in many ways, you want to know why I wore a dark shirt today? I thought we were going to mourn something. I didn't know what it was. But I thought we were going to close the chapter. I thought we were going to move on. It's very different when I saw them in there. Hear what I'm saying? Let me say this again. Had Nate Diaz's career ended and he fought Chimaev, cool. Had Nate Diaz's career ended and he hadn't fought Tony Ferguson, what? And the same thing goes for Tony, right? It's the same spot, a little bit more focus on Nate. Because we feel that we do have some clarity that Nate is going to be done and set the gloves down in some capacity. Now, whether that post-fight interview spun that around or not, this is still how we felt. And Tony Ferguson, who stepped in to save the day, who's ranked in the top 10, I don't know where he's at, but he's somewhere at 155. He's left the weight class, so we're okay. We're okay. There's a night off. There's going to be some entertainment. Our heroes will live on. The story is wildly different. This fight had to happen, not it got to happen. Not we needed to have some fun. When I was watching these two compete, and it was so readily prevalent how prepared they were for each other. Nate Diaz went to the ground one time. Tony Ferguson has shown that he likes to push hard on that. He's open to guillotines. Nobody's ever tapped him. Nobody's ever cinched it up. His neck has been in jeopardy. And Nate knew it, and he knew to do what we call favor the left side, which is the odd side for a guillotine. Normally it would be the right side. These guys were prepared for each other. And they have been for a very obvious amount of time. They showed a respect. They appreciated each other. There was no fake malice. There was no manufactured conflict. There was even times between rounds when these two are doing what we call jaw-jacking at each other. And Tony Ferguson, just to make it clear that we're good, gave him this sign. This is the praise sign. This, hey, it's all good. He told him his piece. He used some colorful language, but he let him know, man, I know who you are. I know what we're doing in here. I know that we're making history. And when I watched the World Championships this morning with only two people that I could identify that were awake, and I juxtaposed that against tonight, where the one thing these two guys had in common is they weren't fighting for a belt. The other thing they had in common is they hadn't won their previous fight. The other thing that they had in common, they hadn't won the fight before that. But when the time came and they were called upon, they said yes.